couple of weeks after arriving, I was hired as a chef in a local diner called Café Moscow. Needless to say, I had never cooked in my life, usually subsisting on a diet of French fries and cheese. But as the owner's main interest was based on having young girls work for him, I was given the chance of proving my hidden skills. Everybody waited tables in Berlin, cafes being the essential meeting places, and instead of spending money on food and drinks, most would prefer earning money by serving them to their friends. The women working at the Café Moscow filled it with an audience of nonchalant, tattooed musicians lounging next to their carefully placed guitar or bass cases, paint-covered artists showing off small booklets filled with sketches and color dabblings, fashion designers offering modeling jobs for upcoming avant-garde fashion shows, and cafe owners trying to bribe the girls to come and work at their newest business enterprises. Berlin then was known for its strong and impressive women. The common mood was support, ingenuity, and sticking together. There was no competition for men or jobs. As soon as a new woman appeared on the horizon, she would be taken possession of by the female community, curiously interrogated, examined, and then proudly presented to the world as a Berlin vamp. To be considered a Berlin vamp was considered a great achievement. It was the recognition of being individual, tough, and avant-garde, not so much a sex bomb. The goal was to be original and experimental and not bow to predictable standards of beauty or other female attributes. It was considered cool to be as resilient as any man, not permitting cattiness or pettiness to tarnish associations. Women protected and respected each other, working together to initiate projects, record labels, publishing companies, spoken word festivals, and in the process, becoming internationally acclaimed DJs, musicians, or artists. I was exhilarated by this girl's world and made fashion, music, and painted them for years to come. I came to understand the meaning of a muse. In my eyes, it has nothing to do with external attributes such as fame or wealth, as suggested in gossip columns today. It is actually the very opposite, finding somebody that inspires you, arousing a sentiment of unlimited creativity and freedom, and turning the world into an immeasurable playground of ingenuity. If it is reciprocal, you are very lucky. One of the most impressive women I met in Berlin was Gudrun Gut. Gudrun was known as the toughest chick in town, cutting her way through the jungle of a male-dominated international music industry, determined to achieve as much success as any man. Her unusual beauty, slanted eyes, dark straight hair, and flared nostrils, reminiscent of an enchanting Eskimo woman, fascinated me. Gudrun was single-minded about her art, ready to invest anything to make it happen, in spite of living in dire poverty for a long time. Anything, that is, except her meticulous taste or giving up on her dreams. After moving to Berlin in the 1980s, originally from West Germany, Gudrun quickly became part of the Geniale Dilettanten, the avant-garde music scene in Berlin, and together with Beate Bartel and Blixa Bargeld, one of the original band members of Einstürzende Neubauten. Successively, she founded the band Malaria, Matador, Mania D, and Madame Bovary. These female bands became renowned for their music experimentation. Gudrun combined soft, harmonious eroticism with dry, abstract rhythms and unusual live sounds, creating a fascinating and complex world of her own and gaining recognition in the international music world with Nick Cave, Steven Severin, Susie and the Banshees, and Martin Gore of Depeche Mode becoming good friends. She continued working consistently throughout the years, writing music, composing radio plays, representing artists, producing bands, founding her record label Monica Enterprise, the radio show The Ocean Club, and paving the way for countless female musicians and producers worldwide. After being introduced, we spent a couple of months eyeing each other carefully and admiring each other from afar. One evening, having met by chance at the launching of a new club, we simultaneously started provoking each other with outrageous stories and huge glasses of Fernet Branca. After a couple of hours, around 4 a.m, I fainted after being sick in the public bathroom, and Gudrun, too drunk to wait for me, fell off of her bicycle on the way home. It was the prelude to a wonderful friendship.